Is it true that we are expected to foresee an upcoming shipment from Corellia?
It appears so. We can only rely so much on these reports, Trooper.
Should we set a security perimeter around the port?
I don't believe that will be necessary. I was briefed that the shipment was not much of importance.
How much longer is the expected wait time?
I expect around 30 minutes.
Dan, why are we even waiting for a minor shipment?
Haven't you heard? Someone told me that the Senate get disturbing threats from the public. There's no wonder why you are working overtime.
The Senate? Oh, come on. Those threats can be real. Just getting inside the senatorial proximity is nearly impossible without...
I don't think you understand. There's a major possibility that the Senate has a leaker.
A leaker? For whom? There's no one in this galaxy that dares to oppose the
No
Empire.
one shows their face, but there are many who despise us.
We're under attack!
All troopers head to the main port. All troopers head to the main port.
What's that?
Open fire!
Where are you, troopers? I need backup on the main port.
We've been invited to the metallurgy lab tonight to play cards with Spank Orba and Rosita Ture. They say they're running some corrosion tests on one of their alloy boards. Are we allowed in the metallurgy lab? Not unless we have a project we're working on. If we're caught, it means trouble. Even more so if the card game includes gambling. Gambling for credits is strictly forbidden. If we're charged with gambling, there will be also. You still don't get it how it works, do you? Orba's family is connected to the Coruscant Senator. He can pull anything out of straight up straight murder. Then we will simply refuse any offers to gamble. You're going to go, are you? We were invited. You may stay here if you wish. Is this what the Chiss do? See a trap and just walk into it? Sometimes walking into a trap is the best strategy. Superintendent Zarin, my apologies. In what matter do you come to me, Lieutenant? Security-wise, Superintendent, patrol units found an entire squad of troopers dead at Port 65. Why do you bring this matter to me, as I see this nothing more than a case for the security force? They were the ones who brought this up to me this morning, sir. I hope you are not causing me trouble. Has there been any significant evidence of a Zeta-level threat? Not really, sir. The reports only stated that a few figures eliminated the entire squad and left, possibly to the lower levels. Has there been an initiative to find these few figures? A notice has been put up across the senatorial district, but there's no movement so far. Then I suggest we wait first. As you wish, sir.
I suppose you're wondering why Spank and I asked you two here tonight.
You said it was to play cards. Rosita and I wanted to pick your friend's brain on tactics and strategy.
We figured you could help with all your military experience, if what we heard was true.
I am happy to share my experience. Have you a specific question? I'm interested in the idea of traps. Take these cards. If I'm holding a King's Lane, there's no way any of you can beat me, but you won't know that until it's too late.
How would you prepare for that kind of situation?
A King's Lane is indeed unbeatable, but recall that there are 3 equivalent runs in the deck. Any of them would stagger yours and lead to a mutual deadlock.
You have any idea what the odds are against getting to King's Lane in the same deck?
As you say, such runs are rare. More likely you hold a Prince Lane at best, or a cube, or try it. In that event, what you describe as a trap would more likely be termed simply as a bluff. Okay, but you're avoiding the question. I didn't ask for dissertation on game theory, I asked on what would you do if I held an unbeatable hand. There is no such hand. As I suggested earlier, I might have a King's Lane of my own. In that case, a challenge would mean a mutual destruction, and that is never the preferred option. You have not made your challenge. It is not too late to choose another. What is going on in here? I am Lieutenant Thrawn. Cadet Orbar and Turoi are running a test, sir. My translator and I are observing their progress. Lieutenant, carry on. There is no guaranteed winning hand, Cadet Orbar. I suggest you not forget that. Well, that was fun. So you knew he was going to pull that. You yourself suggested his tactic this afternoon. What did you learn tonight? Anticipate your enemy, figure out what he's doing, then try to stay a step ahead of him. A step ahead or to the side. When an attack comes, it is usually best to be out of the target zone if possible. Yes, I can see how could that be handy. Though I guess you can't always choose. Ah! Get him! If he's too injured, he won't be able to continue his training and the Emperor's plan would fall apart. I'd be free back to my life as planned. What am I thinking?
What's going on here?
Are you okay? I'm fine. You? My injuries are minor despite my appearances. I gather you heard them coming. There's a particular thread all predators use, a balance between silence and speed. Thanks for getting me out of the way. I'm not really good at this. For whom do I offer my visit? A humble warrior, a traveler of the galaxy, living a simple life. Yet you come to Coruscant, to me. I bring offerings, Colonel, to you and the underworld. What could you possibly offer to me? I can offer a way to secure your power, to rid you of the Imperial presence you so despise. You have quite the imagination, but the Empire is too vast, too entrenched. Oh, believe me, Colonel, the Coruscant underworld will be free from Imperial opposition. With my vision, the Empire will lose. Speak your mind. The black-red Neuro districts have already committed to the cause. I only wait for your support. Revolution. Even if your movement succeeds, what comes after? The Empire does not kneel to anyone. Do as you must. But do not drag us into this. I will not risk the peace we have built. You look disturbed, Captain. Nothing really, sir. Nothing. Actually, may I, sir? Go on. Speak what is in your mind. Yes, the Imperials haven't really done much to us since the change, but, Speak. They really made people suffer. They oppose who disagree and exploit those who agree. We might not feel it now, but we will feel it later on. Phew, that sounds good, giving it out of my head. I understand your concerns, but let me handle this. Under the name of the Galactic Empire, you are under arrest.
Alright, Cadets Omar and Truly, set up the assault, you say? Did you actually hear them calling in the men who attacked you?
No, sir, we didn't, but the comlink record should give you the necessary indicators.
Yes, they should, unless the assailants were an entirely separate bunch.
They were not. They came across the southwest corner of the parade ground, moving with speed. The only way for them to independently identify us was with electro-binoculars, which none of them had.
Orbar's family has a lot to say about what happened in Coruscant. I've put up with Orbar's antic for almost 4 years because of it.
They would not risk going outside their closest circle of friends.
If you're suggesting, I'm going to look the other way on this. Cadet, I strongly suggest you revise your thinking. Yes, I'm concerned about the potential politic fallout here, but I can't let this one slide, and I won't.
I am gratified to hear that, Commandant. But if I may, after the attackers are found, I recommend they be transferred to starfighter pilot training.
You don't want them charged? Pilot training is hardly what I consider a punishment.
It is not intended to be. All three show the aptitude and aura necessary for fighter craft pilots. I believe the starfighter program at Skystrike is equally capable to the one here. Am I right?
Skystrike's far better at pilots than we are, and there's no reason to tell Orbar or Turoi where their fellow conspirators disappeared to, is there?
Ingo Koto Bolulu. Is there a word in basic for that? Yes, incommunicado. Can they be held incommunicado, Commandant?
On Skystrike? It's hard not to be incommunicado there.
For a human like Cadet Orba, this uncertainty will prove a useful lesson.
It's worth a shot, if you're sure you want to do it this way.
Allow me to state it more strongly. If you bring the attackers to court-martial, I will not testify against.
Huh. Is this how you do things in the unknown regions, Cadet? Bypass the laws and regulations and get what you want through blackmail or extortions?
We attempt to solve problems, and this is the best solution for the Empire as a whole. Well, who do we have here? I have nothing wrong. Release me, Sarin. You are here because I need something from you. And you asked that by arresting me and bringing me to your operational facility. Quite the invitation. It's easier this way, believe it or not. Now let's talk. I have strong beliefs that evidence that you are sheltering an enemy of the Empire. Impossible. We have never sheltered any outsiders. Think again. What are you looking for, Sarin? A terrorist who has brought havoc and destruction to worlds since the formation of this empire. What will I get in return if I am able to give you the information? You will be awarded well and of course be escorted out from this facility. A man came to my district, but he was persuading me to join forces with other districts and start a movement. Continue. I rejected his proposal, but he said the other districts might have already joined him. That is all I know, I swear. Interesting.